here today for something serious.
Mhm.
Okay. What do we here? What month is it? We're gonna start off with
This is Spinal Cord Awareness Month, the month of September.
the month of September. There you go. This is kind of like our anniversary. I met you during this month.
Yes, sir. This time around September, we did our first podcast.
Y'all came in there, and I was just telling Reggie, I had to let you know you don't come in my house with that little Washington stuff at the beat down we put on y'all
Yeah, I learned my lesson.
until you came back after you beat us.
Yeah. We always flip the script.
Yeah.
We lose and we win.
And you let me know what happened when you came back the next time. It wasn't good. All right, so who we got with us today?
We got my boy Super Villain, aka Reggie, another spinal cord patient who's been pushing and hasn't give up. Somebody that I look up to, just to motivate me.
All right, Super Villain. All right, so welcome to the program. Tell us who you. Yo, you should have heard our conversation before you got here. This was crazy. You know what? All right. Well, all right. Sorry, man. I didn't got excited. Go ahead and tell people who you are.
What's up, man? My name is Reggie Halsey, super villain on Instagram. Yeah, man, I'm a father first. I am a musician, a producer. I produce a lot of music. But yeah, man, I'm a bull that's suffered a C5, C6 spinal injury. That's supposed to be the end of you. That's what they say, but at the end of the day, I'm one of the ones that I try to prove everybody wrong. So,
Yes, sir.
yeah, so that's kind of a little bit about me from Chesapeake, Virginia. The 757, we classify ourselves a little different from the 804, but
So you guys talk about and when we talked to Shamar, talk about when you got hurt, it was a devastating time.
definitely.
Talk about and so you guys are now people see you. And Shamar, we talk about when he comes into therapy, he sees people who are just on the start of the journey. Why don't you
That's
guys
right.
talk a little bit about that and what that means?
You want to go first, Reggie, or you want me to go?
It's up to you, man. It's your show. I'm gonna let you go first, man.
All
I'm
Yeah,
right,
man.
all right, all right. All right. Well, me, just like how I started off, when I first was injured and I'll go to therapy, I didn't have no hope. It was like, man, I'm going back and forth to therapy every day. I don't see what's the reason of this. I ain't gonna get better. The doctors told me I won't gonna walk. They told me I won't gonna breathe. They told me I won't be able to feed myself. And I said, forget all that. I ain't listening to them. I pray, I
That's
pray,
good.
I pray. I work out, I pray, and every day I prove them wrong, just like you did. And
That's
one
right.
of your videos where the doctors said that you wouldn't walk, and
That's
then
right.
I forgot it was like a couple weeks ago. You made a video of you walking, and you was like, I told y'all," and I was like, "Yep, that's gonna be me in the future." Yeah.
There you go.
All right, so Reggie, let's talk about that. From the time I remember when I met his mom, and she said I had two words for the doctors when they said he wouldn't walk, and he started, making movements. And like it told you, talk about your journey and what it meant. And now when guys look at you like, wow, that's an inspiration.
Um, Man, it's crazy because I've been following him, man, and you what's crazy is I'm a tall guy. I was like a bodybuilder build. I'm 6'5", so what's
Megatron.
crazy is I never even
What I'm
paid
saying.
attention. I never even paid attention to people in wheelchairs and handicapped people, and not being, not necessarily being funny, but when you're tall, I was just one person that never looked down, so it's just like you see a person in a wheelchair and it's just like whatever. Until now, when that's your life and you realize, you know, the seriousness of it. You run into the store, park in a handicap spot, and don't realize that somebody might need that
Yep.
spot. So, but one of the things that made me kind of, with my story a little bit, man, I was in a car accident and I was in the passenger seat. I was on my way home from a gig in New York, and I was asleep, and we got T-boned, and the car directly hit me. And of course, like I said, I was a C5, C6 injury. But I'm definitely a believer as well. I believe in God, and I know, Jesus Christ died for my sins. And so I immediately start praying, and I never forget, I told him my words were when I got in the car accident, I wasn't crying or anything. I said, man, y'all don't let me die, man. I got kids. And when they got me out of the car, I was just like, oh yeah, I'm good. You know, I just didn't want the car to blow up. That was my whole thing.
Oh
I like
man.
this car blow up, I'm gone.
Yeah,
But
you definitely done that.
so I was just like, man, you know, let me get out of this car. When they got me out of the car, I got to the hospital. You know, hey, you ever heard that saying? You see the white light? You ever heard that saying?
Yeah, before
Man,
you pass out.
that saying is the truest statement that you could ever. I literally seen the white light, man, and God spoke to me, let me know, man. He said, look, it's gonna be hard. You got to be patient, but you're gonna be all right. I got you. You're gonna come back. It's gonna take a little bit, but you just got to be patient. And from then, man, to be honest with you, I can count on one hand the times that I got down, because at the end of the day, you know, I believe that what God says is what God says. And even when they told me, you know, I wasn't going to walk again, yeah, that initial punch, it Mike Tyson me real bad. You know, I was in the bed, you
Yeah.
know, it
I
knocked me
know
out
that
for a little
feeling.
while. So, but then when I went to sleep, man, I woke up, man, and you know, it's a church saying that whose report will you believe? You know, if God told you you're gonna be all right, you know, who I'm gonna believe? I'm gonna believe him or I'm gonna believe the doctor. You know, so at the end of the day, I just wanted to make sure that nothing comes without work. You know what I'm saying? Think about it in this way, and this is one of my sayings that I love to say, man. Everything in life gets dirty. Everything gets dirty, man. You got at some point you got to clean it off. Tell me one thing that stay clean forever.
Nothing.
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 Nothing stays clean forever, man. And right now, I'm just in my dirty stage, man. You just in your dirty stage, man. But at the end of the day, in order to clean it off, you gotta work. You can't clean nothing off without touching it and scrubbing it, and you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
I
faith
look at
without work
myself.
is dead.
Yeah, so I'm just looking at myself, man, as just being, you know, I'm a work in progress, man. I'm being cleaned off, man, and I'm a bullet out, man, because you can testify. This don't feel good, man. It it hurt, but at the end of the day, man, like,
Yeah, it
you
sucks, but
know,
you still gotta push through it. The
that's
only
it,
way out
man.
is you get through it.
That's it, man. You know, they can't make a car. You got a Mercedes Benz. They can't make the car without taking a flat piece of metal and beating it and burning it and beating it and burning it into shape in order to make it a Mercedes Benz. You see what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So with anything, man, you just got to go through, man, how the right mentality. And one thing I am realizing is, like you said, I see a lot of spinal cord patients, man, going in through therapy, and everybody mindset ain't the same.
Yeah, a whole lot of them, when they go in there, they look like they just be ready to give up,
You
especially the
Yeah,
older
man, a
ones.
lot.
you guys can look at them and see.
Yeah,
Oh, all the time. All the
they just
time. And they be telling
depressed.
me, man, go talk to him.